scheduled village board meeting to order. Let the record reflect that it's Tuesday, January 16, 2018, and it is 7:33. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you could please stand for a moment, please. 10 years ago, on February 2nd, 2008, 6 women were shot and 1 was survived at the Lane Bryant murders. I'd like to take a brief moment of silence and prayer, and then once we're concluded, I'm going to read their names off. Rhonda McFarland, Carrie Hudek Chiso, Sarah Safransky, Jennifer Bishop, and Connie Woolfolk. They're gone, but they're certainly not forgotten. Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Here.
Trustee Pinedo is absent. Trustee Berg is absent. Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Glotz.
Present.
Trustee Mangan.
Here.
President Vandenberg.
Present, thank you. Item 1, at this time I'd ask for a motion to consider approval of the agenda. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Yonker. Is it seconded?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Brady. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 2, at this time I'd ask for a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the special village board meeting held on January 9, 2018. Is there such a motion?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Yonker and seconded by Mr. Glotz. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 3, at this time I'd ask for a motion to consider approval of the following consent agenda items.
I make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Consider approval of the following consent agenda items. Item A, consider awarding a contract to True Green for the village's 2018 lawn care program. Item B, consider awarding a contract to Beery Landscape for one area of the village's 2018 landscape maintenance program. Item C, consider a contract extension with Aquamis Plumbing and Lawn Sprinkling Company, Incorporated, for lawn irrigation. Item D, consider request from Knights of Columbus 4698 to conduct a raffle from January 17, 2018 to April 14, 2018, with the winner being drawn at Cahill Hall at St. George Catholic Church. Item E, consider request from Herald Viking Lodge number 13 to conduct a Queen of Hearts raffle through January 16, 2019, with the maximum value of the prize not to exceed $75,000. The winner will be drawn weekly at the Herald Viking Lodge number 13. Item F, consider request from St. George School, 6700 176th Street, to conduct a raffle from January 17, 2018 to March 11, 2018, with the winner being drawn at the school. And lastly, item G, payment of outstanding bills in the amount of $2,471,047.33 as listed on the vendor board approval reports dated January 12, 2018.
Thank you, Clerk. Any board member care to remove any of these items? Let the record reflect there's none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Pinedo is here. Trustee Brady.
Yay.
Trustee Glotz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 4. This time I'd ask for a motion to consider Resolution 2018-R-003 recognizing the Lincoln Way East varsity football team for winning the Illinois High School Class 8A varsity football championship. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Seconded. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have members of the varsity squad here. At this time, I'm going to pass it over to Trustee Glotz. He's going to read the official resolution, and then maybe the coach would like to step forward and say a few words about the season. And, basically, the reason why we're doing this is Tinley Park. We had Lincoln Way North, and unfortunately had the unfortunate closing of the school. So we have many students that travel over to Lincoln Way East, and we're just proud of you guys. And we want to make sure that you guys understand that the village is here to support you. So, Trustee Glotz, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor Vandenberg. I'd like to recognize the Lincoln Way East varsity football team. Whereas on November 25th, 2017, the Lincoln Way East varsity football team won the Illinois High School Class A varsity football championship. The Lincoln Way East Griffins beat the Loyola Ramblers 23-14 to win the school's first state title for football since 2005. And whereas the Griffins had a remarkable 2017 season in which they finished undefeated with a perfect 14-0 record, the Village of Tinley Park is honored to say that a number of our residents were a part of this incredible team. And whereas throughout the 2017 regular season, the Griffins consistently displayed their prowess on the gridiron. Early on in the regular season, the Griffins defeated the reigning Class 8A state champions, Maine South, 28-26. This was only the beginning, and in total, 4 separate teams were handed by their only regular season loss at the hands of the Griffins. And whereas the Lincoln Way East varsity football team and students came together with one heartbeat and united the various communities surrounding the school. The students at Lincoln Way East have faced their fair share of adversity in recent years and emerged victorious. By winning the Class A state football title, the Griffins have ushered in a new era for Lincoln Way East. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the President, Mayor Vandenberg, and Board of Trustees of the Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will County, Illinois, that January 16, 2018, the designated as Griffin Football Day in the Village of Tinley Park, and we urge all citizens to join together and congratulate the Lincoln Way East varsity football team. Approve this 16th day of January 2018.
You want to present it to the coach? Coach, like step forward and receive the resolution, and then I want to get the boys over the microphone to you and talk about the boys. Why don't you come up? You want to do a quick photo?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's bring the team up. Team dogs up there.
One more. Thank you.
And then if you want to step forward on the microphone and I'll talk about the season.
I guess, oops. I guess I should first of all comment, we hadn't won it since 2005 because we hadn't had any players from Tinley Park. But with us tonight, are the residents of Tinley Park that are on our team, in addition to some of our team captains. So really, these guys are the guys that got the job done. We're super proud of them. This is very humbling, and thank you for this honor this evening. And it was not a soft 14-0 as he read off. We played as good as teams as that were in the state. One of them we played twice, so it was a tough road, and these guys just persevered each and every week. And just to make sure, one other thing about them is I believe they were able to accomplish what they did on the field because of the young men and citizens that they are in the classroom and in the community, and bringing them to things like this, I don't have to worry about. They probably worry about me more than them because I know they're very well behaved and outstanding young men. So thank you so much for this honor.
Oh, you're welcome.
Congratulations, Coach.
Donna, I think we'll call you guys up if you want to stand up in the front here. We could do a group shot of the whole team, and maybe the board members could just stand behind you guys. And then I'm curious, how many of you are seniors and how many are juniors, and are you going to repeat next year? You guys want to just line up in the front there? Why don't you guys just want to stand over here then? Yeah, why don't we just stand in the middle? Coach,
Come on, Coach, you gotta get up here.
I have a better face for radio, right?
There you go. Congrats, guys.
Yeah,
Great
awesome.
job. Awesome.
Oh, thanks, Coach. Great job. What?
One trustee started. Was able to sign the bottom of that. If you could hand it to Pat Carr, I'm going to have him get it signed and we'll deliver it to you guys.
Thank you.
Where are they going to a bar? Didn't invite us. Really? Shit.
We prepared to continue on. I think we have another positive thing going on here. We got a swearing in. So item 5, Clerk Therian.
I'd now like to swear in Officer Thomas Bondi. Could you please come forward, Officer Bondi?
All the way up.
Front and center.
All the way up.
I state your name.
I, Thomas Bondi,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of police officer
of police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
His wife up for a picture?
Would anyone like to take a photo?
Wife, children?
There's a police oath as well. Maybe you want to do that following the police oath.
We do have the oath real quick.
Okay.
You can take pictures of that too. Okay, so it's a law enforcement oath of honor. Please follow along. On my honor,
On my honor,
I will never betray my badge,
I will never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
my character,
my character,
or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others
to hold myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Welcome aboard. Tom brought his family. Can you introduce everybody?
My girlfriend Rachel. Hi, Rachel. My sister Kelly. My sister Danielle. My mom Sharon, and my dad Tom.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. Item 6, Trustee Glatz.
I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2018-0-002, approving text amendments to Section 2 and Section 3 of the zoning ordinance pertaining to fences.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. At the last board meeting, I mentioned that staff has been working for some time on cleaning up the zoning ordinance with respect to fences. The amendments up for adoption this evening are an effort to reduce the number of fence variation requests and provide staff with direction on how to address fences in corner side yards. The proposed amendments also help to clarify the village's intent for the placement of fences and reduce the amount of administrative time spent on the variations. The public hearing was held on December 21st, 2017, with a vote of 8-1 to recommend approval of the text amendments. This ordinance is eligible for adoption. Paula, is there anything that you'd like to add to this?
No, I think you covered the main point. I just want to make sure that the whole point of this is making it easier for our residents and cut down on the number of variances.
Thanks, Paula.
Very good. Any comments or questions from the board? Any comments or questions to the public regarding this item? Let the record reflect there's none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yay.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, Trustee Yonker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for the board to consider awarding a contract to Beverly Environmental LLC for 3 years for the village's 2018 landscape maintenance program.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Earlier this year, the village issued a bid request for landscape maintenance services. The scope of work for the proposed contract includes the following: plant maintenance, pruning and shaping of trees and shrubs, lawn care, mowing and string trimming of and edging of 207 acres, and flower bed maintenance, weeding, mulching, and general care. An effort to secure the best possible pricing, the village divided the village into 4 quadrants for areas and contractors supplied pricing for each. Bids were opened and read publicly December 28, 2017. Bids were received as follows. If the clerk could add those to the record. Beverly Environmental LLC provided the village the lowest pricing for areas 1 through 3. Beverly Environmental LLC has provided service to the village in the past, and their work has been deemed to be acceptable quality. This item was discussed at the Public Works Committee meeting held January 9th, 2018.
Very good. This is ordering a contract. Any comments or questions from the board? Any comments or questions from the public? Let the record reflect there is none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yay.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 8, Trustee Glatz, you're going to read this?
Sure.
Thank you.
Consider adopting Resolution 2018-R-004, authorizing a professional service agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and municipal GIS partners.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. The proposed contract is the annual agreement with the GIS Consortium Service Provider, Municipal GIS Partners. The current agreement would expire on April 30th, 2018, to coincide with the village's fiscal year. The village has the right to terminate the agreement upon 30 days written notice to the service provider. Funds for this expenditure were budgeted for a not to exceed the amount of $198,892.90 and is included in the upcoming fiscal year budget. Pursuant to Section 5.2 of the GIS contract, we shall extend the initial term for an additional 1-year period. This renewal term shall commence on May 1st, 2018, and remain in effect until April 30th, 2019. In addition, the monthly usage reports are provided to the village board to confirm utilization of the GIS data by staff and the public. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you very much. Any comments or questions from the board? Comments or questions from the public? Let the record reflect there is none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 9, Trustee Brady.
Yes, I'd like to have the board consider approval for the extending the Keltron fire alarm maintenance contract with Fox Valley Fire and Safety for a period of 5 years. The
Trustee Brady, you
Yeah.
made a motion for that?
yes,
Is there a
make a
second?
motion.
Second.
Thank you. Go
I
ahead.
thought they heard that. I'm sorry. The current contract for the fire alarm system maintenance with Fox Valley Fire and Safety will expire on June 30th, 2018. Fox Valley Fire and Safety has maintained our radio alarm monitoring system for the past 10 years and has been performed satisfactorily during that time. The contract extension maintains for the same pricing structure as previous years and will allow the fire department to lock in the alarm monitoring fees for our subscribers at the same rate, which is $60 a month, for an additional 5 years, a 5-year period. This item has been discussed at the January 9, 2018 Public Safety Committee meeting and recommended for approval. I'd like to have you consider approval for the fire department to request a 5-year contract extension for the fire alarm contract with Fox Valley and Safety for the period from July 1, 2018 to June 30, 2023.
Very good. This is for considerable approval. Is there any comments or questions from the board? Comments or questions from the public? The record reflect there is none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 10, Trustee Brady.
I'd like to make a motion to consider approval of the proposal from Fox Valley Fire and Safety for a central station interface wireless network in the amount of $12,000 with a monthly account fee of $7.50 per month.
Is there a
Second.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, the fire department wishes to develop a redundant wireless alarm monitoring program using a third-party service. The use of this service may reduce the number of alarm signal calls, telephone calls from contractors' alarm signals currently being received by our 911 center by over 9,500 per year. Further, this technology will allow us for a field follow-up of alarm implements while providing required redundant backup capabilities for alarm monitoring that the village does not currently have. The monthly per alarm fee for this service will be $7.50 per alarm, and this fee will include within the current monthly alarm subscriber fee of $60 per month without any increase to the subscriber. This item is discussed at the January 9, 2018 Public Safety Committee meeting and recommended for approval. Please consider approval of this proposal in the amount of $12,000 plus a monthly monitoring fee of $7.50 per alarm per month.
Very good. Thank you, Trustee Brady. Any comments or questions from the board? Any comments or questions from the public? Let the record reflect there's none. Please call the roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 11, receive comments from the board and staff. Anybody from the board have any comments? Anybody from staff? Very good. Item number 12, receive comments from the public.
I was reading in the paper this past January, it was last couple weeks ago, about University Park and issues with their TIF funds spending, misappropriations, shifting of funds inappropriately. It's like $26 million. And I'm curious if we have any ideas of how, we already have a lot of TIFs. We're going to go into this new piece of property, hopefully, with the new TIF. Is there any way we can, as residents, have any better transparency on spending on a regular basis, like we do the vendor reports? We do them every month. Not wait until the annual report you can kind of look at, but to actually see what is being spent on, who's being paid, more details.
All of the expenditures for the TIF funds are included in the board approval reports for at the board meetings. Well, it doesn't matter what fund those monies are being spent out of. Is it general fund, water fund, TIF fund? It doesn't matter. They are all on the board approval report. So they're included in that. They're also included in the audit report, and there's a separate report that is prepared annually that is filed with the Comptroller's office, which we also make available on our website.
So is there a way for us to know, looking at you're saying on the regular monthly vendor report, if I looked at that from the 12th, that would mark it somehow for me to know that that's coming out of a TIF and which TIF it's coming out of?
If you would look on our website, I think there's our webpage on general information on the TIF funds. There's the TIF 101 presentation that has the full detail of all the account numbers, numbering series that are used for the various TIFs. That's the presentation that was done in June of 2016, I believe. That identifies the account structure codes that are used.
Mr. Bettenhausen, would it be possible that maybe you might be able to help Diane or point her to the right direction? I mean, it's a little confusing with doing it without looking at the computer. I mean, maybe you might be able to share a couple of links over to it just so she has a way to identify those things.
Well, the account codes are also identified in the village budget document as well. And yes, I would be glad to meet with her and talk about that.
And I would just say, I mean, and I read the article that you read as well, and I'm pretty sure everybody else probably did. It's a pretty big issue going on in the south suburbs here. There's a number of amounts of checks and balances in place from the expenditures to staff to the village board that are in place to ensure proper spending in those accounts. And just like the auditor had mentioned prior to in the committee of the whole meeting, he found those to be exemplary. If I remember, if I heard him correctly, it made it sound as though
There's a report for each one of the TIFs, as you heard today, as you go through it. But
I think Brad can get you that information,
Yeah.
and at least you have the numbers, and you're tied into the numbers for each TIF.
And also keep in mind too that whenever there's any major expenditures from a TIF, that will invariably that will entail a separate agenda item on the board.
Okay, well, is there a certain limit or?
You know, if you've got a contract for a purchase of real estate or sale of real estate, you know, professional service contracts, construction contracts, all of those will end up on a board agenda.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah.
there's nothing being hidden.
No, not saying that, just so, you know, we can take a look, and it's same as I looked through the vendor reports, but if you can just show me how to read that better, that would answer.
Good question.
If you
Thank
got
you.
a couple minutes after mid-meeting, I can.
Okay.
And
thanks.
related to that, the most recent audit reports and the TIF annual reports will go online this week. Some of them may be online.
The CAFR is already online, and I believe the TIF reports are as well.
Okay.
That's there.
Thank you. Very good. If there's no other comments? Yep.
Is this the public forum?
This is public comment.
Hi. Mayor Vandenberg, Village Clerk Therian, members of the board, Village Manager Niemeyer. My name is Panarea, and I'm here representing Robert Morris University. We have a campus in Orland Park through the Morris Graduate School of Management. And I'm here with some really exciting news for the residents of Tinley Park. We are offering a scholarship for residents of a minimum of 1 year to earn their MBA at our campus at 50% off tuition of the entire degree. This is also for residents of Orland Park as well. And for other residents of other communities, then they can come to our campus and take the first class at no cost. You know, for those of those who are thinking of maybe going back for their MBA but not sure if they want to get into something like that, we do offer that first class at no cost. In today's climate, I'm sure we all know a graduate degree is more vital than ever to go for those more desirable employment opportunities or for career advancement. And our MBA is consistently rated in the top 5 of the other university offerings in Chicagoland by Crane's MBA Guide. So it is a very well-regarded degree and cost competitive to begin with, but then again, for the residents of Tinley Park, they can earn it, or they would earn it at 50% off tuition of the entire degree. It is an accelerated program, very flexible. Obviously, we help fit college into our students' lives. We have 5 class starts throughout the year. First one coming up is in February. And to the mayor, village board, to staff, I am asking for your assistance in helping me to get the word out there through the communication avenues that perhaps are used for those that are interested in higher education, you know, for them to know that we do have the opportunity.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I do have this information, may I?
You want to leave it with the marketing director? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Quick question, Mr. Brady. With the EMS contract, how much has the current contractor made off this contract? Would you happen to know that?
I can't hear you. Could
Would you happen to know the number that the current contractor has made off of the EMS in this town?
I do not. Chief, do you?
Total number?
Are you asking the contract number, or are you asking on what?
I'm asking when it comes to transports.
The actual transports?
Yeah.
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we can get the reports.
Okay. Maybe a guesstimate in a range, maybe?
I wouldn't want to guess.
No?
Mr. Carr could provide you with the data.
Okay. Now, Mr. Brady, I got another question. With this EMS contract coming up for RFP, have you or any of the people on the committee that are on the Public Safety Committee, have you guys discussed any differences on what the RFP may look like? Have you guys had any thoughts what you may want to add differently?
And I would just remind that this isn't a question and answer. You're welcome to state your comments, Mr. Swick. I mean, we're certainly here. Listen, we'll sit here and listen. It's not a problem.
No, I understand.
And there could possibly be a follow-up to it if there's a direct answer.
Okay. Well, I just, I would think you'd have that information and everybody would want to know. I sometimes don't understand when people are up here asking straightforward questions, I don't see why it's such a big secret. I mean, we're gonna find out anyway,
Yes.
you know?
Well, okay, Mr. Carr has something he'd like to add.
Yeah, we've put together an EMS task force that's made up of the fire department, myself, and we have already met, and we are putting parameters together to make some changes, add some different qualifications, talk about pay issues, different things like that. So it is a collaborative effort with the fire department. We have 2 senior paramedics with other departments that are on this task force that are leading the effort with it. So we are making some progress.
I was just curious why that wouldn't be up here with the board. Like, why wouldn't the board have? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the committee that's going to end up, and, well, it's all the board that's going to end up voting on this. Am I not correct?
Well, we're not done yet.
Okay.
It's work in progress. So we have a set schedule,
Okay.
and we're following that schedule.
Okay.
Chris, it hasn't been discussed in committee yet?
Yeah.
To the answer to your question that you were asking Trustee Brady, but,
Uh-huh.
I mean, like myself and Trustee Mangan, we've had discussions on it, on things that, we would like to change, but it hasn't come to committee yet.
Okay.
So
Well,
that'll
when
be either February or March.
Okay, well, when it does, would you not think it would be right to have, like, a public safety meeting right before you go out and put that RFQ? Just so everybody then in town
We
can
will
hear.
have the public safety.
There will be a public safety meeting before that RFP goes out?
Yeah, we'll have
Okay.
that in February, whatever the second Tuesday is of February.
Okay. Let's see, what else? And just to change the topic real fast, I'm just curious, are there any new businesses, this is for really anybody that maybe can answer this question, is there any new businesses gonna be coming in off Harlem Avenue between 159th and 163rd Street? Because for many years, I mean, I can remember when I was a kid, there was a lot of businesses down that whole strip mall. And for years, it's either one's moving out and then it goes vacant for a while. And I was just kind of curious, is there any plan on building that area up? And even with now that we have Kmart that's completely vacant, I was just kind of curious with that kind of area too, down Harlem Avenue, with not only Kmart, but the
TJ Maxx.
yeah, and that dugout, that's sitting there vacant and it's just sitting there.
I can tell you that there's a numerous amount of leads on potential real estate acquisitions there. I think what we've seen on the east side of the strip mall with TJ Maxx, they cut a piece of that building out and they built an outlet in the front. And it's kind of been a common trend. That's how the old strip malls are not. They're kind of a thing of the past. And that corporation they're trying that out, and they've been pretty successful with that Blaze Pizza and something else there. I forget. Noodles. Yeah.
Mattress firm.
Like 7 of them?
Yeah, and then there's a lot of different incentives that are being put forth by Cook County as well. So, I can tell you that the economic team is certainly hot and heavy on trying to get that stimulated. So.
Okay, thank you,
Chris. The next I just looked. The next two public safety meetings are February 13th and March 13th. So whatever month that is, it's the second Tuesday. It'll be on the 13th of either month.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. There's no other comments. I'd ask for item 13, a motion to adjourn into executive session to discuss the following. A, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired. B, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis for the finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting. C, collective negotiations matters between the public body and its employees or the representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees. And D, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. Is there such a motion?
So moved. Second.
Roll.
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. We're going to be going to closed session. Nothing will be following. Have a good night. Drive safely.
Stay warm.